When these people go university or come back, they're really exactly they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. So they want to mash up their own, not to waste the money, and put the road to mash up in 2 years.
Again, if I had come to St. Thomas and told you, you might have said, our friend is playing politics. The man is dead. But the reason why it's important that you hear it from him is because the NRC keeps boasting that they're training and educating our young people. And that's important. What value is it to train and educate our young people only for them to come back to make a contribution and you disrespect them in that way? Tell them the stupid and understand. When you come back, you don't know what you're doing. So let me just wrap up. I've been up here a very long time. I just want to share this whole issue of electricity. I don't want this meeting just to be about electricity, but I have two experiences recently which hurt me very, very deeply. I was doing some house-to-house in Poland, and I came upon a family, gentleman, his wife, and the wife's mother. The wife is ill. The gentleman said to me that he had been on and off out of work. And they told me could I come back to see them on another occasion. And so I went back one evening, early evening around 7, just after 7. And the house was in darkness. And so I said, well, either they're early sleepers or perhaps they've gone out. And so I went about my business. I saw the gentleman in town a few days later. And I said to him, I want you to know I did not forget you. I did come back, but it was just after 7 and the house was dark. So I assumed you were either in bed or you're gone out. He said, no, Mr. Brandon, we don't have any electricity. I said, what do you mean you don't have any electricity? Big man and your wife and your mother-in-law in the house. He said he had not had electricity for 5 months. 5 months. He was living without electricity. He said he was on and off out of work and he couldn't have afford it. 5 months. That bothered me a lot. But I then went up into front pasture and there was a young lady there in an outfit which suggested a uniform, which suggested that she was working. And I started to tell her about our plans to reduce the fuel surcharge on the homeowners. And she said, well, Mr. Banting, it really matters to me that I don't have electricity. So I said, what do you mean? And she told me that for 3 months, she had not had electricity. She said when she wants something cold, she goes next door, where she gets some ice, and she lives using lamp. And I said, well, I remember this boy in Hammond's Road. My grandparents, great aunts, and we used to use lamp then, 1960s, 70s. You mean to say in 2012 niggas just gone back to using lamp? Not out of choice, but out of necessity. And the young lady told me, no, so does she not put it back on? Because she said that every night she takes off everything in the apartment except for refrigerator. And still she said she cannot control the bill because it's your surcharge, as you know, because you say you have it here. You have no control over what it is from month to month. So people who are making a particular income can't budget. They have no idea what it's going to be from month to month. And Mr. Perry and his people are simply unconcerned. Let me tell you how unconcerned they are. 2 weeks ago, they sent home 16 young men from the Navy's Housing and Land Development Corporation. That follows upon 9